High school basketball tournaments across our entire viewing area continue through the end of the week as multiple teams put themselves in position for Championship Saturday. Let's start in Pittsburgh at the Bill Hanson Memorial Tournament. Purple Dragons face Wichita West in the consolation bracket. First quarter here, 3 balls missed, but Nate Mitchell is there for the rebound and the putback. That gets the Purple Dragons on the board, but Wichita West goes off to a tremendous start in this one. Trez Hardman knocks down the 3. Wichita West led by 17 points at the end of the first quarter. So going to the second quarter now, Pittsburgh finds some momentum. Keandre Logan drives in the lane. That layup is good. On the defensive end, Danny Durden comes up with a huge block, and that's going to be Purple Dragon basketball going the other way. Later on now, Keandre Logan is going to connect from a long 3 at the top of the key. That one is good. Next possession, Logan gets the turnover. Fast break, going back over to the Danny Durden, who had some air time as he slams it home with the left hand. This game went into overtime. Pittsburgh comes back from an early deficit. Purple Dragons go on to win it 53-46. Over in Frontenac, the Webb City Cardinals face the Nevada Tigers in the semifinals round of the Raider Classic. Early in the first, Eli Pace looking for points, but Sean Simmons blocks it. Kellen Braden off the fast break goes to Mason Majors off the assist there. Majors gives the Tigers an early lead, but Webb City finds their rhythm. Cardinals pass it around the horn. Holden Johnson is open, and Johnson nails the corner 3 before the buzzer. Cardinals take a 3-point lead after 1 quarter of play. Over to the second quarter, Joseph DeGraffenried finds Eli Pace at the top of the key. He sinks in the 3-point shot. 11-point lead for Webb City. Second half, Pace looking for 3 again, and that one is money. He finished with 15 points on the night. Cardinals extend their lead to 17. In the fourth quarter of play, Trey Turner gets the steal, lobs it up over to Holton Keith, who gets an easy layup. And listen to this, 26 points for Holton Keith in this one. Pace and Keith combined for 41 points. Webb City defeats Nevada 68-36. Cardinals playing the championship tomorrow at 2:30. In the nightcap of the Raider Classic, the Fort Scott Tigers square off with an undefeated Colgan Panthers team. We pick things up in the second quarter. Mariah Harris is open and she hits the mid-range jumper. Next Colgan possession, Kyla Osborne fires a 3 from the corner, and that's nothing but net. The heavyweight fight between these two teams continued throughout the night. Still in the second, Abby Gorman turns around, puts in the 15-foot jumper for 2 points, and then the freshman, Lorali Clark, shows off her range, and that 3 ball's good. Fort Scott led by 4 points going to halftime. Over to the second half, Abby Gorman is open from the corner, and she knocks down the 3. Maybe the high school game of the year. This one goes into double overtime. Fort Scott wins a big-time battle. Tigers beat the Panthers 49-44. Some noteworthy NFL coaching news. The Las Vegas Raiders have reportedly reached a 3-year deal with former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll. This comes with a 4th-year team option. Carroll becomes the Raiders' 5th head coach since the team moved to Las Vegas. This also means Pete Carroll will become the NFL's oldest head coach at 73 years of age. Well, the past 7 years in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs have made it to the AFC Championship game. The Chiefs face the Buffalo Bills with a trip to the Super Bowl on the horizon. Mitch Holtis tells us what is on the line for the Chiefs this Sunday in this Minute with Mitch.
We are living history, and it feels like we're watching a 10,000-meter run on an outdoor track. That race is 25 laps, and it seemingly never ends. The best runners still require nearly 30 minutes to run that race. That's what it feels like watching the Kansas City Chiefs. They have run such a grueling race, and now it's reaching a pinnacle. Consider this, of the 8 previous back-to-back Super Bowl champions prior to the Chiefs, only 3 have made it this far to the conference championship game for a three-peat. All 3 lost in this round. The 1976 Steelers, the 1990 49ers, and the 1994 Dallas Cowboys. Much will be made of Patrick Mahomes against Josh Allen for the 4th time in the postseason. But there is way more history on the line in this game on this Minute with Mitch. The Minute with Mitch is brought to you by Como Jewelry in Joplin and Pittsburgh.
So as Mitch said, we're living in history.
Sure.
We'll see if the Chiefs can get the job done. Now, obviously, just by making the Super Bowl, they would make history, but obviously everyone wants that three-peat.
Sure, and you have to think about it. You talk about the Steelers, the Cowboys, the Niners.
Yeah.
Each of those teams repeated.
Yes.
And when they went for their three-peat, they lost in the AFC Championship
Or
the next
conference
year.
championship.
Or,
games.
yeah,
Those are all
the
mostly NFC teams. Yeah.
So What do the Chiefs mentally, what do you think they have to do to just make sure they don't do that?
I mean, kind of like what I said last week, you know the Bills, you know they're a good team, and you're going to have to find a way to slow them down. Obviously, I think the big key factor in this one is going to be, what can the Chiefs, can they, maybe not sell for field goals? Can they get 7 points on the board? And I think that will be really tremendous, coming down to crunch time.
It's a heavyweight giant with Josh Allen behind center for sure. That's a look at sports. We're back with more after this.